Hey everyone, welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andrei Angelkovski. Today we're in spring of 2015, and what you see behind me is the after final reveal of the East York Bungalow that we've been working on for about 10 months now. So it's been a fantastic project, so many lessons learned. I'm going to go inside, I'm going to show you the after effect, and I'm going to introduce you to some of the people that had a big impact on this project as well. So come on in and enjoy the ride. All the stonework, courtesy of Christopher Arnst Landscaping.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Good man, come on in.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So come on in. My favorite part of the house is standing where you are and seeing the view that we have from here.
Yeah.
Jeff, come over here. This is the man who basically had a huge impact on this build. The design, the renovations, the teaching of the students, where we had about 15 students here, and you've taken us from A to Z on how to learn how to renovate, learn how to be on time and on budget, how to manage contractors, the whole works.
Yeah.
And a big bonus of that is over 50% of the students who took this class have already taken action and have purchased their own properties to renovate and flip as well. So that's kudos to you for being that kind of teacher. Mm-hmm. You've really empowered your students, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And what we want to take our viewers here is on a little tour and maybe introduce us to a few of the members who had also a big impact on this project as well.
Sure, yeah, come on in, we'll take a little walk.
All right.
So, big change, we did complete gut renovation here. If you recall, the doorway to the entrance is in roughly the same position. Off to the left here before was a kitchen and a washroom behind that, and the back half of the house was unfinished with exposed studs. And and this is a house that we lifted up 13 inches.
Yeah.
And bolted the ceilings as well. We removed the ceilings, and so now we have 13.5 foot ceilings that are cathedral with exposed barn board beams. The floor here is a 7-inch plank of solid pine, pre-finished. And we've created a couple of, I think, pretty nice bedrooms in here. The master bedroom has an ensuite, if you'd like to follow in.
And a very nice barn door as well, that slides.
Feel free to have a look into the ensuite. A couple of the things that we like to do is a light underneath the vanity. And we've got a specialty grill here that's been custom cut into the marble. And that marble's from Greece. And so I think with the mirror it gives us a really large feeling for a relatively small area. The staging is complete. I think Maria did a great job.
Yeah, she certainly did. Home Remedy Designs, she's a fantastic stager. She's actually really took this project on and she was very creative. We gave her the time to kind of pick the right furniture, the right little features to make this house look fantastic and really complement the house. Because it was a really unique house.
Yep, she did a great job. So all of the closets have custom cabinetry in them. So really trying to utilize every square inch of the house. Slow closures on the cabinetry. Okay, so plenty of storage here, some more storage for ladies' longer dresses in behind the bathroom door there. And then of course when people move in they'll do their own custom blinds to the color that they like. Okay. So the architectural style here is influenced by the cottage style design, but it's more of a contemporary urban loft style twist to it. So come on into the kitchen.
Some ensuite laundry for the upper level here.
On your way through you'll see that there's a ladder that leads up to the loft for storage, or if somebody wanted to sleep on a mattress or something, there's quite a bit of space up there. On your way through you'll see the exposed brick from the existing chimney and a smart thermostat that you can program from your phone.
It's called an Ecobee. similar to Nest.
Okay. Yeah, over here we have Emily Miller, who's done all of the artwork for the staging. She's done a tremendous job. I think that she really is good at doing art on the right size of paintings. What do you call it? Canvas?
Different canvas sizes, because you can put them in different areas of the house and it really pulls everything together. You can have your accent colors which tie in with furnishings.
Yeah, typically we haven't seen artists that do such a good job on making the art the right size for the houses here in East York and in Toronto. So great job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As we come into the kitchen, you notice that there's a Sub-Zero fridge. The Sub-Zero fridge is really a popular brand name because it gets a really good vacuum tight fit and keeps the food really, really fresh. The backsplash is all tempered glass. Behind the sink there, you'll notice that we've got some additional storage for spices and the like. Salt and pepper, industrial appliances, all stainless steel. And into the backyard, you notice that both doors open for good traffic flow. We've got a solid cedar deck there. If you recall, the previous position for the shed was right tight to the house. We've moved it to the back, replaced some of the fence. It gives you a real big feeling of a larger backyard than it was before. Good place there for the barbecue, which should always be nice and close to the kitchen when you're preparing food. The registers are all flush registers, which makes a difference. And over behind Andrei, what we always do in the houses is good quality sound systems. We've got the speakers that are flush into the wall. Little things like the TV, you don't see any wires. We've got a pipe that goes up into the wall, runs all the HDMI wires and whatnot. The second bedroom on the main floor also doubles as an office with the convertible Murphy bed here. Okay, so really taking advantage of every inch. There's only so much square footage in these East York bungalows. And so, without further ado, do you want to head to the basement?
Yeah, before that, I'd like to talk about the beams.
Okay, so the beams are structural collar ties. They're covered in barn board that's coming from Waterloo, Ontario. And they are structural. And so there's two collar ties in here. I think the contrast is really nice. They really jump out at you.
Yeah.
And pipe fixture as well.
And both of the gable windows on either side of the house add in a lot more natural light as well. All right, so come on downstairs. So we're downstairs here now, and before the ceiling height was about 13 inches, lower than this. So we've lifted the house as you've seen in the previous video, and now we have exceptional tall ceilings, and it makes it feel not really like a basement. And we have a couple of people here that we want to introduce you to. Perhaps we'll introduce you first to Shadi, and he's a student. He's also taken action along with his partner Adrian, and you guys are in the midst of doing a huge build.
Huge build, yeah.
And you'll see one of their videos actually posted shortly after this one. So tell us a little bit about what you've learned in the course and how has it benefited you?
We definitely learned the process of how to build if you're new to it. There's all kinds of things behind the scenes from construction standpoint, like permits process and health and safety for the employees that are going to be working there. So there's a lot of stuff to learn from that, and then when you do learn it, because you will learn it, the confidence that you have from it allows you to do a project on your own, and I'm an example of it because we got one right after the course.
Well done.
Can you give us an idea of the size of the project that you've picked up?
As far as the
not
build cost?
No, I'm talking about the size, the actual size.
The actual size? Well, the home right now is about 1,300 to 1,400 square feet, and we're planning to put a 3-story on it and go about 2,300 square feet worth of linen. So it's
going to complete that.
Yeah, it's huge.
Great, that's great. And it seems like you're just taking it in stride. It's pretty easy. Have you done anything like this before?
No, we're rookies. It's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, there's a confidence level there, especially after taking the course and having group surrounding you who knows what they're doing. It's doable.
Awesome. Good. And we also want to introduce you to Noir. Naji, you guys have seen Noir before. So Noir, he's a mortgage broker, but he was also a student of this course. So he's getting a lot more experience in the renovations, and he's done several of his own. But in addition to him, he was also one who took action. But I want him to explain to our viewers a little bit about the financial background of flippers getting into the real estate market, an exit strategy. Can you just share with our viewers, give them some advice on what they should really focus on when they're working on their financials when it comes to renovating or flipping a house?
It really comes down to having a plan, so understanding, the scope of the project, what you're intending to do, and the exit strategy when it comes to when you're planning to flip the property. So all those things come into play when choosing the right mortgage products, from arranging the first mortgage as well as secondary financing for the renovations.
Okay, so is there anything that flippers should be concerned about when they are getting into a house that needs a complete gut reno? Is there some sort of, is it regular financing, is it private lending that they should focus on? Any advice, or is it case by case?
It's really working with the right people to understand what's the aftermarket value, because if you, example, you buy something for 500 and that area only can hold, can support 700, but the renovation is 300, then there's going to be issues exiting the project. So it's always good to work with knowledgeable people, so a real estate agent who understands the specific area of what the after repair or after renovation value would be. That would be critical in establishing the type of project, the type of financing that can support that specific flip or the buy and hold.
Okay, thank you. And perhaps maybe one more person here? Another student, Aaron?
Yeah.
Could you, Spiker? So Aaron is a student. You've taken on a project really shortly after the course even started, and it was a very similar bungalow that we're also taking a video on.
Yep.
And you'll be putting up on the market very soon?
Yeah, probably within the next couple weeks.
Alright, so again, can you tell us a bit about your experience so far with the course and with your experience with your own project?
Yeah, it's been good so far. It's been about five months so far, and good timeline for us. The big thing was just having Jeff right around the corner, which was good to just basically tap into trades. We could share trades and stuff, and he was always on the phone ready to answer any questions that I had. So yeah, it was good that way. I learned. I think that big thing for me was hands-on experience. That was where.
On the course?
The course, but it just did within your own project, taking what you learned from the course and learning it in a hands-on kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever done one of these before?
Not to this extent. I've done renovations before with my rentals, but nothing this big, no. Yeah. So,
well, we'll see your project too.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay, so let's do a quick scan of this basement apartment here, and just if you want to take a look at the kitchen that we've created there. It's actually a pretty high-end, nice-looking kitchen. Not your typical basement apartments that you will see out there. When we do basements, when we do renovations and income properties, we really focus on above-average quality finishes to attract AAA clients and tenants. So this is an example of one. And we also provide always their own laundry en suites, which is also through a sliding door. You love these barn doors, eh?
The hardware is great. The students did the hardware. It looks fantastic.
That's right.
Adrian and Shadi did a great job.
Yes. And we set it up, we staged it so people can envision what they can, how they can live, what it will look like if they were to live this way. It's really important to stage because, if you just leave it as a blank canvas, there's not a whole lot of people who have a creative imagination to be able to visualize this. But when you provide this, it'll give them, wow, I love it. And there was over 400 people who went through this house while it was for sale for that 1 week. And every single buddy had nothing but great things to say about it. And I was really actually humbled by that. And Jeff, you did a fantastic job here. I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for the students, and especially for me. I've taken your course from day one, and my confidence has gone up. Our friendship has gone up tremendously, which is probably the most important thing. And you know what? I look forward to doing more and more with you. And one of the best things I think that came out of this was seeing the people that purchased this property. They considered it beyond their dream home, and that to us was something that was probably more than we could have asked for. That's a win for us more than anything. And any last words on this property?
I just want to say that when it's a good experience for me to team up with a realtor. It really helps me as a flipper or as a builder to team up with someone that's, one, a geographic specialist, and two, who's really tapped in. People like Andrei see hundreds of houses every year, so they really understand who the purchaser is. And I think that we're pretty proud to say that we nailed it on the head as far as who was going to buy this house. We really were clear, thanks to Andrei, and showing myself and the students how the types of people that are purchasing these homes, and giving us various tours during the course. It really helped us to identify who our target market was, and we sold it exactly to the target market that we thought that we would. And that's thanks to somebody like Andrei, who's a really good realtor and really helps through the entire process. And it's a big difference from just hiring somebody, for example, that's part-time, that just does it on the side. When you're looking for a realtor, he's got to be a geographic specialist, and he has to be in touch with the end user. And I think you hit that one out of the park.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.